Yeah. Right? Yeah. 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 They they're goofy. And also, yeah, if I open my channel up to everyone, because I usually only call on my higher self and my guides. However, there are times during meditation that I will call upon whatever's in the highest and best to come through, just in general, and not specific, and I don't limit it to my guides. Then it's very, then there's a lot of noise, and it's like, all right, everyone needs to stop talking, and I need a representative to come forward. And that's usually when like my ascended master or someone else associated with my ascended master will come through. Hmm. Ah, yeah. This also makes me wanna wanna share too with those listening about boundaries and boundary books and having office hours on your channel. Because if you're, I mean, we're all gifted, but if you're already like starting to get tapped into your sensitivities and tapped into your gifts, or you start to notice or starting to notice like synchronicities and things like that, you can set office hours on your channel that allows you to only receive, you know, all of the noise or potentially all of the noise during specific periods of each day or each week, or not at all if you're like, no, I'm in a period that I don't want to receive anything from anyone besides the only thing that office hours doesn't include is your connection to source, because we're all connected to source, and and you can't really cut off that connection, uh, and your connection to your higher self, because that is a part of you in that holy trinity of mind, body, spirit, source, higher self, ego self, whatever you want to put in your triangle. They mean the same things. Boundaries are so important. Having boundaries for your channel will unlock so much power and so much of your own gifts and intuition, because you are calling your energy back to you and not allowing it just to like leak out. I know. Yeah, it's a way for us humans to allow ourselves to still try to remain grounded here in the third dimension, while also connecting to, the other dimensions, the other higher states of consciousness. So, yeah. For example, for me with my office hours, I just updated them with my updated streaming schedule. So my office hours now include uh, Monday and Wednesday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Friday 9 to 4, Sunday 9 to 10 a.m., and then I don't have any office hours on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Saturday, because Mama needs a break. Like I said, I still talk to spirit, my higher self, during those other times, but channeling takes energy. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I have to sit with that one. The Yeah, the channeling, it's energizing, but I also being like taking care of my body. So I know um, for me that it can fill me with a lot of energy, but my body still requires like food and nourishment and or to send back the energy that's not mine, call mine back, and give myself, electrolytes and food and nourishment to help replenish. Well, I mean, just to help keep this human body vessel alive. So that's kind of what I mean in, at least for me, when it comes to channeling. Like, trust me, being here in this space, like it while I'm in here, I am so lit up and so full of gratitude and so excited to share my gifts in whatever way I can. And also, I do know that after a full day of channeling, so 2 hours this morning, and then I'll take a little break and do 3 more this afternoon. Afterwards, my body's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna drink a Gatorade, and I will need to eat some good nourishing food, and you know, then relax. Maybe take a bath, some Epsom salt. So energizing for the soul, but also gotta remember to take care of that body. uh, I've definitely been in. There's definitely been times in the past where I've accidentally fasted, or well, sort of accidental, but where I've have forgotten to eat when I've been channeling for a while, and we're we're doing better about that. We're making sure we're taking care of the body as well. uh, for everyone else that's new or popping in, I invite you to come forward if you're interested doing card pulls. But otherwise, you can just come chat with me. I'll be on here. Got about 30 more minutes this morning, and then we'll take a little break, come back for our mini psychic channeling sessions that are 15 minutes this afternoon. And those are good. Like I said, I believe I got my technology figured out, and my relationship with spirit more in alignment to make sure that we're channeling those that I'm being led to channel. So all that to say is I don't think there'll be as many technical difficulties as we had last week when I did the channeling. That was funny. That was a good time. All right. Sweet dreams, Ara. Thanks for stopping by. You're welcome. Thank you. You have a great day as well. Who wants to come forward? I have a beautiful Beautiful oracle deck. uh, this is the shaman's dream, because I'm very big into dreams, very big into dream lore, symbolism. I really love abstract art and things along that nature, because I think there's more to discover with abstract art and symbolism. Even my texting and my use of emojis is intentional. Hello, it's the shaman's dream. This is a deck that I got gifted to me by my spiritual coach. Yeah. I just ordered another deck, and I didn't realize when I ordered it that, well, I knew it was a pre-order, but when I pre-ordered it, I thought it was coming April 22nd, and I was mistaken. It is, and maybe it was, and it changed, but now it's like August 22nd, and so I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm not meant to have that deck until August, so we wait, but it's still on pre-order. And let me tell you, I've never pre-ordered a deck before, but Spirit was like, "You need this deck." Okay, so we'll see when that one comes. Until then, the shaman's dream. I also use the Black Tarot deck, which this is one that I picked out for myself. Hold on. There, yep, yeah, okay, there we go. Helps if I'm looking in the right screen. Exactly. Yeah, I feel the same way about the other deck. It will get here when it's meant to get here, and I look forward to getting to use it when it does, for whatever it is meant to be used for. But yeah, this Black Tarot deck is, it's ooky spooky, but I also love that because it also is it's black and white, and it's like the grayscale, and it's all very kind of wispy, ethereal, abstract. Like even just the cover of it is, unique, and so I love being able to just be shown different symbols on the deck, because I can look at the same card numerous times and see different things each time. And like the same image or like the same shape might look like one thing one time I pull it, and then, it will appear to me as something else the next time. So all I have to say is I got a strong third eye. What time zone are you joining in from, Nordic? Very cool. I was about to ask, is like, are you over in the Nordic region of the world? Yeah. So cool. Checks out. It's funny how that works. Yeah, so what time does that make it for you? Because it's 9:40 a.m. here. So you're probably like 4 p.m.-ish? Is that too late? Yeah, almost 4. Okay. Military time. Or at least here we call it military time. It's like, hold on. Let me subtract 12. Uh, mm. I'm so grateful for the follow too. I am uh, with your follow, you've helped me. We're at 25% of the way to becoming what is it, affiliate? So, woohoo! I gotcha. That's okay. I I have an engineering degree. I can do math. Yeah, PM is the afternoon hours. Yeah. Does PM stand for past midday? A is before P. You know, if that rule works for you, by all means. I'm like, I don't I don't know if I even have a trick to remember it or if it's just been like maybe at one point I did, but since it's just something that's so accustomed in America that it's just second nature. Yeah. Yeah. Whereas I'm like I'm asking time zones of places and I feel like I was like maybe I need to ask like country or I mean time zone is good. That gives a good idea, but I'm also learning how few time zones I actually know in my life. I'm like I know the three major ones in the United States of Pacific Mountain, oh, four. Pacific Mountain, Central, Eastern. That's it. The Lady Lighthouse stream has turned into talking about time. What is time? Actually, to be honest, I was thinking about time last night. Uh, maybe that's why it's coming up because I was literally thinking in my meditation last night about like how time is just a human construct. uh, yeah. I'm like, do I go down this rabbit hole right now? Ooh, okay. Time is a philosophical and esoteric spiritual topic. Okay. All right. Tell me more. Or tell me more as you can in the chat. Because time, a lot of what I was thinking about last night was around like time, timelines, you know, the the tree of life for all of us kind of being like our own root structure attached to source, which is the main tree, but each root is our own timeline. And we each have our own like main tap root. Yeah. Yeah. Cuz the other thing I was thinking about is a lot of it's like time is complicated and yet is it? because the other thing I was thinking about, uh, and has been my experience with healing and even doing like the energy surgery, the energy surgery on like myself has just been like healing, like the ancestral healing I'm doing is healing like across time. Is yeah, this topic I'm like this topic makes me excited, but it also makes me like, okay, let me think about it. It's just so cool. Cuz the big like I okay, hold on. I'll show you my little sketch that I did on my phone last night when I was trying to when I was receiving. Yeah. Here's my beautiful this looks funny. My beautiful sketch when I was like trying to write down the information I was receiving on about like timelines, where it's like each of us has a tap root of what's like our highest and best timeline, and that's the one that is like creating, like when we are in alignment with our tap root, it's like that is when it is so safe to manifest. We are creators of our reality. We are, you know, nourishing in abundance, in love, in light. And then but we have those little like hairs on our tap root that are smaller roots, and those are offshoots of alternative timelines where it's like, okay, well, you know, we might drop down, or we might, you know, go over here uh, at different like energy frequencies of ourselves that isn't necessarily serving our highest and best, but it might just be like a little detour, and then we can come back to our tap root, or jump back to our tap root. I don't know. It's not fully fleshed out. I think that one might end up going into the whole new Bible situation thing that I'm being called to write. But it's yeah, there's something about the analogy with the tree roots and the tap root and kind of our timelines and that stuff that is so fascinating to think about and trippy, and also like so cool. uh, mm, yeah. Yeah, I I really like connecting concepts to metaphors. Yeah, I've heard of the world tree. Yeah, yeah. The other word I don't know how to pronounce, so I'm not going to, but uh, yeah. It's so funny to me because so I've played video games. My husband's played video games, all the things. And uh, I love learning about how different video games bring in, even if they're creating new, or they seem to be creating new worlds, um, they bring in a lot of very similar concepts. Okay. Uh, they bring in a lot of very similar concepts of either world creation or time or how we're connected, and similar concepts about source, and I don't know, it's just so cool. And to me it just is another example of how we are all connected. It's so good. It just makes just fills my heart with so much joy. I'm like, I just flipped over these cards and I'm feeling called to look at them. So give me a second. All right. I think I'll share like a impromptu kind of collective card pull for an impromptu collective card pull. Because like I said, I was messing with these cards and these two feel like they're coming out. And so these are the two. And for me, it's like there's a lot of deep tones in this, and it's giving me a lot of like I keep wanting to go to this card, which I pulled this one for myself, I think last week. But for the collective, this feels one highlighting the number of 44, which is a master number, an angel number. Also adding together is the number 8, which brings balance. And there's a lot of, even kind of going off of what I said in the poll this morning, that there's a lot of fiery energy coming in, and there's a lot of stepping up, stepping into your power, reclaiming your power that is coming in, coming through. And that's really what this bird is giving me right now, is this fierce, fiery energy of stepping into this next version of you, stepping into this next version of life, stepping into who you are meant to become, who you are becoming, who you are.